Guys, guess what? I am not feeling it. Unfortunately, I think I pushed myself a little too much yesterday, and I'm just my body's not liking me today. So I made another video for you. I apologize that you're learning from a video, but it's better than leaving you with nothing. I'm gonna try to heal up as quick as I can because I really wanted to get back to coming into work and being normal again. But this lesson's actually really easy. I don't think you're going to find much difficulty with it. It's probably the easiest of all of the transformations we need to do. So it's for something that I can show you really quick on a video, I think you'll be in good shape. All right, so we're going to look at something called translations on the coordinate plane. And a translation is just when an object just moves. It doesn't spin, it doesn't flip, it just moves. And it moves in a vertical and a horizontal direction, or it can move horizontally and vertically, or it could just simply move diagonally. But in order for something like this triangle right here, triangle TIE, to move diagonally, it really is going to move horizontally and then vertically. And when we look at the rule here, which is capital T for translation and H and K, the H is the left or the right direction it moves in on the x-axis, and the K is the up and down direction. So whatever numbers are here, it could tell you to move it 5 units to the right, minus 3 units down, and so on. And we'll write it like this, but we also are writing it in words. So it's actually pretty easy to do. So when we take a look at the question down here, number 1, it says graph and write the coordinates for the image of the figure after the given translation. So if we look at this problem right here, you can see we have TIE. And I'm going to write down what the coordinates are. So we have T, which is negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1. Okay, and we've got I, which is negative 5, negative 3. Okay, and then we have, sorry, let me fix that, E, which is negative 1, negative 1. Sorry for all the clicks, but it's the way we got to do it. What we're trying to do is translate this right 2 units, right? So to the right 2 units and then down 1 unit. So what does this really mean? Excuse me. This really means we're going to take our x value and we're going to go right 2 units. So if it's going to go to the right, we're adding, because to the right is in the positive direction. So we're going to add 2 to the x value. And if it's going to go down 1 unit, that means it's going to go down in the y direction, y minus 1. Now another way to write this would be capital T of positive 2, negative 1. So if you see something like this, capital T, it's not the same as this letter T for this point, it's a translation. And you see something like 2, negative 1, this means we're going to add 2 to the x, positive 2, and subtract 1 from the y. So these points will now have an added 2 to all the x's and a subtract 1 or minus 1 from all the y values. So this new point t, which started here, is going to go 2 to the right. I'm going to use red so you can see me here. It's going to go 2 to the right and down 1 unit. So this is going to be the new t value. I'll just put a dot there. Okay, that's going to be our t prime. So you can count these, really easy. And then e is going to go 2 units to the right and 1 unit down. So 1, 2, and then 1 down. This is going to be e. This is e prime. And then, let's see, we have I prime, 2 to the right, 1 unit down. It's going to be right here. So the new triangle, I prime here, would be connecting these 3 points. See how, no, let's see, it's always difficult for me to do this, to draw a straight line. There's that one, there's that one, and there's that one. And you can see the triangle has moved 2 units to the right and 1 down, but we do want to write down what the new coordinates are. So I'm going to erase this here, but those are the original coordinates. You can keep them on your paper. I just think it'll be easier for me just to erase it and then write the new coordinates down. So the new coordinates are t prime. Now you can either just count it. So t prime is now -3, -2. I prime is -3, -4. And E prime is 1, -2. Now you can get these answers by just counting the new spots and writing down the new points, or if you think about it, since this t was -5, -1, if we take -5 and we add 2 to the x, and take -1 and subtract 1 more from the y, t prime would go from -5, where we add 2, you would get -3. And if I take -1 and subtract 1 more, you get -2. So you could either just do this to each of the points, or you can count and then write down the new points. It's the same for all of these. So when you go to number 2, instead of me kind of clicking around and doing all this stuff here, maybe I could type something here. Hold on a second. Maybe this might make it a little easier for you guys to see. Hold on. Let me try this real quick. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Let's see. Can I get a little cursor in here? Maybe not. That's not too bad. Okay. So for example, if I'm going to take this and do a translation 3 units, let me highlight this. Translate right 3 units and up 1 unit. Now it's going crazy on me. Everything's freezing up. Okay, here we go. Relax, computer. Just relax. Everything's going to be okay. Okay. So right 3 units and up 1 unit. That's x plus 3. I don't want a capital X. No capital X. It's going to do it anyway to me, isn't it? Whatever. All right, x plus 3. And this is up 1 unit, so that's y plus 1. So I would be taking my points here on WEG and adding 3 to the x and adding 1 to the y. Or it would move 3 to the right and 1 up. Each point would move 3 to the right and up 1, and you'd write the new points down here. So the same thing would go for all of these. This would be a translation left 2 units and up 3 units. Well, if it's going left 2 units, it's x minus 2. And if it's going up 3 units, it's y plus 3. Or you could simply count 2 units to the left for x and then up 3 units. And that's how you'd get your new points. So here they're just asking you to describe what's going on. You could pick any one of these points to do it. So this L and L prime, you always want to start with the triangle that's just the L, not the L prime, right? This looks like it went back 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is 4 to the left, and then it went 1, 2, up 2. So it would be left 4 and up 2. That's how you would describe number 6. Down here, you're just doing the rules to the points. So you're doing 2 units to the left and 1 unit down, which means you would subtract 2 from x, right? So I'm going to really quick draw this. So 2 units to the left would be x minus 2. 1 unit down would be y minus 1. So for this problem, part A and B, you're just subtracting 2 from this x and subtracting 1 from this y. Q prime would be 0 minus 2, -2. And this would be -1 minus 1 more, which would be another -2, and that would be Q prime. And then all the rest of these are just practicing the same thing. And here, we went back and gave you some more reflections to practice. describing what the rigid motion is and a couple other things here. So you can give this bottom a try. It's kind of good review. But this is pretty much it. That's what translations are. If you don't get it, I know Miss Foley's across the hall, and she said she'd stop in real quick and just explain it to you guys. She's wonderful, and she's very helpful, so I appreciate all the help she gives me when I'm not here. But if you can figure it out just from this video, great. Otherwise, just stop over and see if she can help you out. All right, guys. Good luck with it. Thank you. Hopefully, I'll be back as soon as I'm feeling better.